Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and unlike the last Let's Build, we're actually going to do something useful at the end of this portion, and it shouldn't take very long to get to that. So first off, let's talk about this Let's Build. I started off trying to manually finish the walls by placing the lamps down one at a time in rings, and I realized that was going to take way too long, but then I remembered that we do have something called a filler, so I threw it down, I put it on frame mode, and realized that really only puts blocks in the corners, it's not going to work, so then I put it on cube mode or box mode, I can't remember, one of those, and that did what I wanted to. It put blocks all along the sides, but it also made a roof and a floor, which I had to manually clear away, but let me tell you, that was a heck of a lot faster than placing them all myself. Now, I didn't go all the way to the top, and I'll explain why, I guess right now. Howdy, folks. So, as you can see up here at the top, there is nothing, and we're going to do a roof. This is like the brightest thing in the world, by the way. I'm looking up at the preview, and it should be good for you folks. It shouldn't look too crazy for y'all, but for me, I can't even, if I look directly at it, I can't make out individual blocks. I just see a white blur, because there's a difference between how it's captured and the settings on my monitor, and I need to dial those in. I've been talking about it for ages now. But up here at the top, this is what I'm talking about. This is what kind of needs to be addressed, is this empty space here. I don't think that I'm going to put lamps all the way at the top, because I want to put teleporters up here, and we're going to need room for the mechanics of the teleporter, and I don't want those sticking out through the roof. So we got to do that before I can finish this place up. We got to get a teleporter in here, which means we have to actually, build a teleporter. Oh gosh. Okay, that's problematic. That is probably from when I was filling in the ceiling. I was using a mercurial eye. I was trying to fill in some gaps, and I guess I put one through the roof of the underground base. These things happen from time to time. What can you do? You just gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, walk away and run. Those are the rules. Oh gosh, it just keeps going. At least I didn't do it everywhere, It looks like everything else is fine. Oh well, I'm probably responsible for this too then. Can we leave that? It does look kind of awful though, doesn't it? Let's get rid of that. Let's clean all of this up, and then we're going to build a teleporter. Now the thing about the teleporter is that unfortunately it is sort of our only option. I did a look through here. I looked for teleport. I looked for elevators. Not really anything we can do. We have the elevator that goes into a socket from Engineer's Toolbox, and the problem with that is it makes the socket move up or down when activated on an internal redstone pulse. Also allows a track to move a socket through the air. That's not what we want. We want to teleport. That's what we're after. So I have looked into it, and I think that really using the teleporters is our only bet. So this is the one we're going with right here, the Industrial Craft Classic Teleporter. And as you can probably tell, it's a bit expensive, and we're going to have to do some construction work here. Also, my inventory is just filled to the brim with nonsense right now. Let's clean some of this out, because I was doing a lot of... Oh, no, that's not good. That's not... We need that, actually. Give me that back. Gotta have that. Everything else in here I don't think has an EMC value, so we'll just dump it in this chest. And it'll be a problem for someone to deal with later. Probably me, though. It will definitely be my problem later. Mercurial eye, we need to take the star out of first. I don't think we do. What EMC value does it have? 4,700, or 475,000, was that it? And now it's at probably the same. Okay, yeah, so I guess if we condense it, we're just losing the 47,000 stored EMC as well as the 72,000 value EMC. Although, now that I think about it, is that really even a loss? No, it's not. We're not hurting for EMC at this point in the game, but let's dump all that in there. Let's dump that in there, and let's focus on our goal. So for this, we're going to need lapis, redstone, glowstone, refined copper cable. We're going to need a lot of stuff. We're going to need a whole lot of stuff. I've already forgotten even a lot of the stuff from earlier. Also, we're going to have to make more than one of these. We're going to have like a couple of frequency transmitters. We're going to have like 8 of these advanced circuits. Industrial diamonds, do we have those? Have I made an industrial diamond? I don't think that I have. Okay, let me see if I can remember how to do it. So we're going to need a diamond, and then somehow we make it industrial. Or we can just use a diamond. But how do you make it industrial? You compress it. No, you compress a coal chunk to get an industrial diamond. And to do that, you gotta get compressed coal balls and obsidian. What? What is this nonsense? I don't even understand what I'm... No, this is where it's at right here. The diamond. That's what we're after. Okay, I actually think now that we're going to need 4 of these. 1 to take us from the top to the bottom, and then 1 to take us from the bottom to the basement area. So underneath the glass. Seems simple enough in theory. We'll see how it goes in practice. But I'm gonna have to craft a lot. We're gonna need carbon plates and advanced alloys. We might have some of those things stored away over in one of these chests, but yeah, we got a bit of carbon plate and a bit of an advanced alloy. Some steel ingots. Oh, well, how about that? We have some raw carbon over here too. Well, okay, well, looks like we're totally set to go. Then we got everything that we need. It's a good thing we still have this whole setup over here. That's gonna make this whole process a wee bit easier, I guess. Yeah, let's make sure we've got plenty of copper cables to start out with. And then we are going to need plenty of... And you know what? It might do us well to get an exact count on this. How many of these do we need? We're going to need 4 each. And we need... How many total did I say just a few seconds ago? We're going to need 16 of these. Unless some go into here as well. No, so 16 of these. Ah, dang it. It doesn't hold the item. Words and exasperation. Tone of frustration. It across the nation, my humiliation. Girl, you're... Oh, we're gonna need, like, another one? So 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5 more. I say... Oh, dadgummit. Alright, I got 21 total. I'm gonna put aside 5 of them to get back our original 16. Those we're gonna have to convert into this, and wouldn't you know it, I didn't grab glowstone earlier, because like I said, it's gonna escape my mind. I don't retain information like that. I can tell you a detailed story about this time. I was a toddler, and I sat down in a bucket in Colorado, and everyone laughed at me, and I remember just thinking, I'm never gonna forget about this, you fools. You will live to regret this day. And no one's regretted it yet, but I'm still holding on to that, and someday they will regret it. Also, we're gonna need more than I had originally grabbed of, like, all of these things. So we got our 16 advanced circuits, we've got our 5 frequency transmitters, I'm assuming we need 5 of them. We need some glass fiber cable, which we can get right out of here. Bingo, baby, and we're gonna need that anyway to actually run power. And then finally, the last thing we're gonna need is machine blocks. I can make those right here. They don't have an EMC value, do they? It's weird that they don't, because they're made out of objects that have an EMC value. So it doesn't make sense for them to not to, right? Am I alone on this? And we need one of those for each of these, so just 4. We need to compress raw carbon mesh. Yeah, we'll leave that going. We do have some speed upgrades, so we'll speed that process up some. Are these things still full of... coal? No, that thing's running, but I don't even know what that is. No, so there's no coal in these anymore. These generators aren't running. We just happen to have a lot of power stored up. Beneficial to us, really, because that's going to help us get the carbon plates we need. And I think 10 ought to do it. Or, hold on, 2, 4, 6, 8 ought to do it, actually. Ah! Hitting all the wrong buttons. All the wrong buttons. There we go, gives us 4 of those. I've got the diamonds in my inventory. Hey, look at that, it won't make it. It won't do it. Why won't it do it? Do I have to place it in there manually? Shrek me sideways. Alright, there we go. Oh, you know what? I picked the wrong recipe. I picked the one with the industrial diamond. We actually want this recipe. No? Okay. It's not gonna work at all. Sometimes in this game, that happens, and you just have to learn to deal with it. There we go. Okay. Make 1. And then these don't stack. So, 2, 3... 4, and then like I say, I think we have to have this to pair these together. Now these bad boys use up a lot of power, so we're going to want to make sure we have a lot of power at their disposal, and for that I'm thinking MFSU. Massive Functional Storage Unit. That's not what that stands for, but you believed it for a second, so you have to admit it's got to be close. We're going to need another advanced machine block? Well, Shrek me. Do we bite? I think we've got exactly what... Oh, well, I mean, we've only got enough advanced alloy and advanced carbon plating, or I guess regular carbon plating, to make 1 additional one, and we're gonna need 1 for each. We probably need 3. Here comes the rain, doobie doobie. Here comes the rain, and I say, I'll deal with it. Shadooby, 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 shadooby. It's really poopy. What? What? Leptron crystals? What? Look at that! Look at the... What the... That's like a whole lot of these... Oh, no. So each one of these requires... Oh, my gosh! So we're gonna need, for each one of these... 6, 12, 13. For each MFSU, we're gonna need 13 electronic circuits, unless... Yeah, this doesn't require them. 13... Okay, so 13 times 3 is 39, maybe. I just said that. I didn't think it through, but I think it's accurate. So we're going to need 39 electronic circuits. I said that like it was going to be this huge hassle, but I can just EMC as much material as I need. Heck, let's go over it. Let's just... Why did I just not make a stack of them, knowing that I had the power to do exactly that? And now we have some left over for later. You know, if we need them later. I don't know. Might as well do it with these too. Just make a oh, they don't oh, mistakes were just made. Yeah, that was a bad move on my part. We're gonna need something to mediate this. Let's grab a chest. Mediate it? That's not the word. We're not mediating anything. I just need something to throw these crystals in. I don't... Just picking random words out of the air, which is pretty much what I do on a continual basis here. Oh, that thing's powered down. Okay, I guess we used all of our juice. What have we got that's got a lot of juice in it? Aeternalis fuel. I think one of these in each of these generators ought to get us going for a while. I mean, it's only a diamond worth of EMC for each of them. So now we combine the crystals with the lapis and the electronic circuits, except it doesn't work for some reason. I think I know why on this one. I think it's because the energy crystals don't stack, or maybe they look differently. Hold on, what is it? Yeah, see how they jump between power states? I think that's the reason. I'm not saying it's a good reason. No, it's definitely not. It's dumb. Someone should have figured that one out, but it's the reason, you know? So at least we know what's going on. And how many of these did I say we were gonna need? 39 of them? No, I think I said we needed 39 advanced circuits. Oh look, there was a bunch of mixed metal ingot in here. Wish I'd realized that sooner. What I was looking for is my project table. Did it have an EMC value? Because it might be useful to have that right now. Table. Project table. Yeah, I was curious to see whether or not it would automatically pull these up into the recipe. Because if so, that would be really handy. So let's store those in there. And then let's pull that recipe back up. And... watch me do it now from memory, guys. I know some of you are probably getting tired of seeing this particular party trick, but I'm always still impressed. Hey, it does! Well, that makes making those a little bit easier, but now I gotta make a whole bunch more of those red things. I just made a bunch of diamond bullets by accident. 9 and 10. I think that's the maximum we need. Did I say 18 earlier? Where did I get that from? I am just doing math off the top of my head without thoroughly thinking through the things that I'm calculating. I think my calculations are correct. That's not the issue. My issue is, where are these calculations deriving from? I just looked at this and was like, yeah, we need 18 of these. Why? Oh, right, we're making 3 of these, 6 each. Okay, it checks out. It checks out. And now we need to make some more advanced machine blocks. We've got 1. We need a couple more. And I think we've got everything we need in our inventory to make that happen. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I am doing this episode in a different style. It's not all one long flowing stream of consciousness. I keep teasing this. I keep saying I was going to try to alter the formatting and play around with things a bit. And I was hoping for feedback. So if you have feedback to offer, constructive criticism, constructive being the key word there, feel free to offer it. It would be appreciated. So next up, we're going to need to make MFEs and advanced circuits. The advanced circuits, we don't have. Well, we've got glowstone, we've got redstone. Do we have any lapis in the inventory? Oh, well, we might have what we need for them then. 3 of them, I reckon? I think I said 3 of them before. 1, 2, 3. And then I don't remember what goes into an MFE. Oh, good, more energy crystals. Great, that's fantastic. Machine blocks. It always comes back to machine blocks. Well, I mean in this case, because we're making an MFE. And wouldn't you know it, we're going to have to put this recipe in here manually a bunch of times, aren't we? We do have some double insulated gold cables left up from some previous work. Don't ask me what, I don't remember. quite frankly, probably doesn't matter. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we have that there, and then we put this up here, and then we put that there. Alright, it's ready to go. I want to make sure we get all of our is that what they're called? Lapitron? Let's get all the Lapitron crystals in here, so that I can pull them back up for the next recipe. As well as all of the... Oh, everything else is already up there. 1, 2, 3 MFSUs. Just too much. We've got all the power now. The question is, how are we going to get power to them? For that, we're going to need to teleport power and then convert it. Now, power conversion can be done a couple of ways. I think there's a mod specifically for it. It's this one here, Power Converters 3, and I'm trying to remember how this mod works. We did a whole video about it. The common block and the power converter multi-block. Might just be a matter of getting one of these, and then you get the RF consumer consumes redstone flux, and then you get an HV producer. It's an ace. Okay, so for that we got to go all the way down to, we need an HV transformer, some gold ingots. That'll give us a high voltage consumer, and then you flip it into a high voltage producer, which will produce high voltage, and that'll go into the MFSU, and I'm pretty sure the teleporters can support high voltage. Oh, this could end badly. This could end badly. But this all seems like a thing for next episode. So until then, thank you folks all for watching. God bless you. Let me know how you feel about the new style. And actually, I don't even know how long this episode's going to end up being, because I've got to combine this with the intro. So hopefully it was a good long episode. I feel like it's got to be at least 20-25 minutes, right? Hopefully. We'll find out. Until next time, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye!